What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is the host of Buzzing with Marlowe. We are live. I hope all is well. Happy Wednesday, guys. First and foremost, if y'all are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, most importantly, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to stay in contact with all our platforms. That's right, guys. We are on all platforms as well. We are on Facebook. We are on the X. I'm not very active on the X anymore. I don't know if a lot of people are active on X, but we have X, we have the Instagram, we have TikTok, we have Tumblr, we have the Lemon. I'm still understanding what that is, but we're on all of them. We're on all of them. Also, guys, you can check us out on all audio platforms as well. Just as name a few: Google Podcasts, Podbean, Podchaser, Podvine, Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Pod. We are on Buzzsprout. We're on countless freaking audio platforms. There's so many to name. But guys, it is Wednesday. As you know, we are back on the Buzzing with Marlowe channel. Hi guys, I know everybody has been wondering what's been going on with me. We've got a debut of a nice show coming up this Sunday. The long anticipated wait is finally here, just to give you a preview of what show I'm talking about.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life moves fast when you go.
Sweet G's on ice dreams damage. Oh my God, I got my wife coming back on the show. That's right, guys. The anticipated show, Mr. and Mrs. Marlowe show, is live this Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know how that's going to go. I don't know how consistent the episodes are going to be. You remember the saying, happy wife, happy life. We're going to see how long this lasts. We're going to have some fun. It's not going to be very, strict or anything like that. It's just going to be me, my wife. I'm probably going to have to throw a couple of disclaimers because my wife says a lot of things that not PG rated, But speaking of not PG rated, we got a great topic for today. Obviously, it's Commission Talk, so it's Wednesday. It's WTW Wrestle Talk Wednesday. Shout out to Brian B for making that awesome moniker. But man, it's time to get it. I'm not alone. I got my compadre, my tag team partner. Everybody keeps calling me El Americano. If I am, I had a heck of a good debut last week. If y'all know what I mean. There's a saying, "Mama, I made it." But guys, I got my boy. I got my commission bro himself, ladies and gentlemen, from the 1130 podcast and Talk Pro Wrestling, and the Beyond 1130 podcast and the 1130 Pro Wrestling watch-alongs that is on every single day. Guys, I got my boy Dre On Wheels. What up, Brody?
What it do? What's going on, my guy?
Like I was gonna have to put a list down to put the shows out there now for you. You got like a whole network.
Yeah, man, you was running that down, man, like a whole list, man. Like you just made the list.
I thought it was Christmas. I was like, daggum, you got a Christmas list going over here.
Hey, man, it's Wednesday. Hey, what's going on, man?
How you been, bro? How you been?
Hey, being a dad, that's what I've been up to, man. For real. I ain't telling you, man. I feel like I'm on like a 20-day streak right now. Like this phase right
both
here.
Kids at home right now. It's been pretty chaotic in the house. We got Matthew for the spring break, so it's been a real cool thing. Even though Annabelle, this pollen is killing my child's allergies. My gosh. I swear I've never, this would be my little dad rant. I me personally, I rarely ever get sick. Even the almost 9 years that I've been with my wife, she could still count on the palm of her hand how many times I've been sick.
Right.
But our daughter, bro, I'm thinking, oh, you got to get her accustomed to the school. She'll be okay. She'll get adapted to that immune system. Bro, her allergies are so bad. If she just starts sneezing, we just got to prepare that she's going to start getting worse by the next 10 hours or something like that. And it's just a misery. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, dude, how do you do it? Like, we take you outside, we get your immune system. Like, what are we? You're hooked on Benadryl and every freaking thing. I do not believe in medicine. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I don't take medicine. If I'm on medicine, you know that is the last resort, and I have nothing else to really beat that. Whatever I have. But
Okay.
my daughter, man, she's drinking Benadryl like it's a damn Kool-Aid and still freaking getting sick and stuff. I just don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, man. This springtime for me, yeah, the allergies are definitely kick in, but yeah, man, it's just about just trying to find something to get him into throughout the day, cause man, he be on a hot streak, no naps all the way through, man, for real, nonstop.
Oh man,
Nonstop.
those are
Like the maintenance guy just came in and fixed something. So he followed the maintenance guy around as if he was fixing something. So the maintenance guy was in the bathroom fixing a shower rail. So he go in the bathroom, and the maintenance guy, was like, "You want to help me?" And so he sit on the maintenance guy
that's
lap
awesome.
and the nail drill and drill the nails in the wall and stuff. And talking about,
Starting
"Daddy, look
young,
what I did. I did it. I fixed it." I
starting
said, "Yeah,
young, starting
man.
young.
Yeah, you
Hey,
fixed it."
I think that's a good learning experience
Yeah,
though.
it
I
is.
mean, a lot of kids don't get that, especially nowadays. I mean,
Yeah.
tablets, stuff like that. So, I mean, that's pretty dope. And like that just tells you the character of that maintenance guy because they probably been in countless apartments that day trying to fix something or some BS not so for them to actually do something cool like that, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope,
Yeah.
man.
Pretty dope, man. Pretty dope. Yeah, but other than that, man, just being a dad and
I think that's our dad rant right there, right?
yeah, pretty much though. Pretty much. Other than that, man, just trying to stay up with him though, for real. Just trying to keep up with him. Shit, I think we slept at like what 12:30 today. I was like, though, we needed that because boy, we was up like 8 o'clock in the morning yesterday all the way until he didn't want to go to sleep till like 12.
Oh man, I'm
So
sacrificing sleep right now because I get off at 4. Right now, I love my schedule. Love my schedule. Go in at 6, get off at 4 in the morning. I mean, I have extra time to go to the gym, do whatever I need to do, and then I've been sacrificing sleep now just because, like I said, my son's here for the spring break, so
okay.
I'm trying to spend a little bit of time with him. So I'm getting up hopefully around 11:30, 12ish. So if I can
Mm.
get in bed before 6, I can get a decent amount of sleep. I'll be well rested for the day,
You
whatever,
you
which I'm
you,
okay.
you said before 12 or 6?
Huh?
You said if you get into bed before 12 or 6?
If I get in bed before 6, I'll be
6
okay.
a.m.?
Yeah. If I
Okay,
can get in
yeah,
bed
okay,
by
cool.
6, I can wake up about 11:30, almost 12. I could be function. I can
Yeah,
function
yeah.
with that.
I don't need yeah. Same with me. I don't need a good 8 hours though, but
I don't.
long as I
I
can get
mean,
some
I won't
sleep.
lie. Now, let me tell you, when I was on them 12s, bro, you obviously saw it. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
oversleeping like nobody's business. I had no control of my body. I know Blackheart, he's been messaging me constantly. He's like, hey, man, you ever going to pop up on the Sunday show? And I'm like, bro, if you could just schedule it sometime for me to wake up, I'll be all right.
Yeah. And that's a little bit before we get into the wrestling. That's a little bit like with the podcast show where I did, interviews with different guests or whatever. So that's really been kind of like put on hold because I've been working with this lady who's sort of been like my PR or something like that,
There you go.
where I get guests or whatever. So, and then I was telling you also, instead of just doing it every single week, release an episode every other week or whatever. So, and obviously I'm doing beyond 11:30, but yeah, man, like when you got so much, man, you got to find that time not only for yourself, little man, your spouse, and just obviously podcasting and shit like that. So yeah, man,
I tell
I'm
my fan base, man, I'm probably just giving you once a week, if that. Like, I
yeah,
mean, honestly, right now, Buzzing with Marlowe, I mean, obviously, we were focused on interviews and stuff like that, but that's kind of put on hold right now, just because bro, I ain't got really that much time. And then when I do have time, I gotta spend that with the family. So it's like,
Mm.
it's just been a back and forth thing. So like obviously we
Even,
stick with
even
the commission, we stick with
yeah,
I try
and
to stick with Blackheart stuff. And then like I just said too, I'm starting my wife's show with us Sunday.
yeah, I can't
That's
wait to
not
see that.
guaranteed. That's
But
not guaranteed. That's going to be a weekly thing because I don't know
yeah,
how my wife is going to feel that
see,
different week of stuff. So
yeah, and I think if you just do the first episode, even if it's not a weekly though, once you do the first episode and people were like, "Yo, man, when y'all gonna do episode 2?" Then you got them though. But shit, what I was saying, man,
terrified.
yeah, yeah, man, just oh, that's what I was saying too, because I looked at your page though, on Buzzing with Marlowe and all the shorts, how you been posting more shorts. Now, although that you might not do, 5 episodes a week or whatever,
Shorten
but
the hell
long
out
as
of
you posting, but
it.
long as you posting them shorts on YouTube, like I see, you got them on your channel, and as long as you posting them Jones on like TikTok or social media, you're good.
Oh
Because
yeah,
my TikTok
that's
is
what's
just went,
building it. That's
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
bro.
that's
I
where
mean,
it's
if
at.
we want to be real, Blackheart told us about that a long time ago. It's like, bro, these shorts is what really are people are following. Like, other than
See,
our
I didn't
2 to 3 hour
understand though.
shows and stuff like that,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
understand either. I'm like, why are you gonna look at a 20-second short? But
yeah.
great example, me watching my kids on YouTube. They'll just be on shorts, just sitting there going like this
Yes,
all day,
yes. That's all he
and that's
does.
just hitting the views.
He
That's all
will
you
find.
getting.
Yes, he will find his way to shorts and just be watching them, and they be repeating and everything. So I ain't understanding until I start uploading some shorts though. But I was like, okay, especially on YouTube. But then TikTok, it definitely, yeah, my whole
It blows
TikTok just
up.
did a whole 360. Yeah, it blew up. It done did something totally
So
different.
if
So
anybody's doing content creating, shorts is your way to go. If you
yeah,
ain't got no idea what you trying to put together, whatever, get those shorts, and that's what's going to build your page. Game stream, anything like shorts is going to be the way to go. But Dre, man, we've had a hell. I said a hell of a 2 days of pro wrestling.
yeah.
Um, the big main event that I'm sorry right now. We talked about it last year, Roman and Cody. That match was, I still say, it's probably one of the best storytelling matches that's happened in WrestleMania in many years. Um, but man, we've got the biggest, the biggest draw, basically second to none of Stone Cold Steve Austin and John Cena turned bad guy against the new big baby face Cody Rhodes. And I gotta admit something right now. I know everybody's been watching shorts and stuff like this. I agree fully what Bubba has said. These two are making promos matter again for promotion
What it
for pro
do?
wrestling matches, bro. Like, wow. Those two went at it. What's going on, bro?
What it do? Salute, salute. What you was saying about Bubba?
Bubba was sitting there explaining, like, watching Cody Rhodes and John Cena is like watching a boxing promotion match. You've had
Oh,
three
okay.
encounters. You've had 3 encounters with both of them. First one, John Cena going off, just spitting like nobody's business. Second one, you got back and forth with him a little bit with him and Cody. And then
No.
we got the opening of, hey, you want me? You're about to get me. And I got to admit, Cody held his ground with this one. I like how both of them went at each other. Cena did exactly what everyone knows Cena is known to do. If there's anybody, there's 3 guys I could say you don't want to go in a mic battle with. Punk, as much as I hate Punk, Punk has got a mouth. Punk has got a way with words on a mic. Cena and Rock. But I might put Cody in there in the visual some way, somehow, pretty soon, because those two right now have made that main event matter way more than it happened based off action. And that's how I love about this promotion standpoint. We're not getting physical appearances from these two. We're getting a build. We're getting just an organic starting to go, oh my God, I can't wait till these two just collide. Like, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Obviously, we got The Rock still in the picture. Cena hasn't even mentioned The Rock yet. So, like, what's going on with that? So, the floor is yours,
Yeah.
bro. What's your opinion?
Yeah, like how you said, man. When Monday Night Raw came on this past week, I was like, okay, is Cena gonna start it this week again? Because like you mentioned, the first 2 weeks he did start out and came out and pulled the promo, but it was kind of like it was one sided, really. John said what he said, and then sort of Cody said what he said, but it was no back and forth. John was just like, I give you that look, and then I'm just gonna walk off. Now this week, before he could say anything, Cody said, "Fuck that, I'm coming out there. We gonna say it face to face," and that's what everybody been wanting. John to cook Cody on the mic, or see how Cody could handle standing in the ring with John Cena. I thought it was fabulous. Now, lately, yes, a lot of the top matches, which the WWE Championship is the top of the mountain, usually, yeah, no physical, altercation, or more so physical, back and forth going on. But this one, you didn't need to. They pulled the promo really fine. Everything John Cena was saying, man, I loved every bit of it though, because I was waiting. And yeah, you haven't said anything about The Rock, but Cody did say, well, we the only one between both of us who sold they soul to The Rock. But John Cena still avoided it as if he was Naomi when Bianca asked you, "Did you attack Jade Cargill?" And she beat it around the bush. John is beating around the bush. He ain't got to it yet. He's saying everything else. The closest thing he said to why he sold it so to The Rock is basically that Cody Rhodes, you're a paper champion, not paper champion, but you're too polished, you're too this, you're too that, and all that stuff like that. And you're my chauffeur though. Like, damn. I was like, oh, okay, John.
John Cena was basically the IWC just speaking to Cody.
Yeah,
Basically.
I didn't expect him to go that route. I thought he was going like, okay, this the week that he's going to actually talk about why did he sell his soul to The Rock. But we didn't get that. I don't know when we're going to get that. I don't know, but yeah, man, I thought this is just really fabulous. Back and forth.
Does The Rock need to be in this? Do you feel like The Rock needs to be in it? Even
Well,
this is two diehard Rock guys right here.
I would feel.
What do you think?
Well, I feel like this would be the second thing. If The Rock is not involved in this, I would feel like it kind of would be the second thing that The Rock was sort of involved in, and it dropped the ball, because when the whole bloodline, I mean, maybe, yeah, it could be, and that's why I was thinking like the whole, Solo Sikoa, maybe that didn't really play a factor into it, because I thought maybe The Rock was coming out at Bad Blood to sort of, align himself with Solo Sikoa and that new bloodline. But initially he just came out, did the 1, 2, 3, and people looking at it back, and maybe he was referring to John Cena or whatnot. But yeah, I just felt like a couple of stuff was let down. So I mean, he did align himself with the Rock, John Cena and The Rock. So I would kind of hope they have a promo together, and say something of why they sort of went with each other. Yeah, Cena been in WWE for 25 years and been that good guy, and hustle, loyalty, and respect, make a wish, all that stuff. And of course it was rumors, and which come to find out that Cena was going to turn heel in 2012. But eventually Vince McMahon pulled that, away, and he kept the babyface run. So eventually, man, like it was inevitable sort of to happen though, but it's a little weird to say it again.
If me and you were kids at this time witnessing this, we'd be this kid right now. We would have been this kid right now. Like, if we want to be real, we would have been that kid. Like, this is the thing that I love about this right now. We can literally visualize it like we were when we were 8 or 9 when we first watched this thing. What's up, Brian? But it's like, but we're grown men, but we're still watching something that we were watching when we were like 5 or 6 years old, like seeing this thing that, and the funny thing is, Cena has not made this to where it's like, all right, bro, you're tired, it's old, you need to get out of here. This is a whole new revolving for us now. So it's like, dude, like, wow.
Okay, question though, because since you mentioned that though, have it ever been a moment in wrestling to where you was watching throughout your whole, time of watching wrestling, that something broke your heart?
Oof. When Rock lost to Austin in that steel cage after WrestleMania 17 when him and Triple H just clobbered Rock,
Hold on.
busted, bleeding him.
You said what match?
He said Team Roman. You
Team
remember
Roman.
you remember when Rock beat up Vince, begging him in the opening of Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania 17 when Austin sold his soul to Vince McMahon.
Okay.
And then you got into the Raw, and Rock put Vince into a sharpshooter, demanding for him to get Austin in a steel cage. Well, Rock got it. Triple H, there was a build between Vince and Triple H going, why would you side with Austin? Da 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 da. And then you got the form of Triple H in Austin just beating the living daylights out of the Rock in the steel cage.
Okay.
And I say I was devastated. I was devastated, bro. I thought they killed this man. Like, I had to go to school crying. I'm wearing my Rock shirt. Everybody's like, I love Team Rock. Austin, you suck. Da, 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 da. Like, he destroyed a lot of kids' hearts.
Yeah.
When Austin sided with Vince. Like,
it only been 2 moments though, but I don't think I ever was like, I was sad or whatever. It was just so shockingly. And obviously the first one obviously involved The Rock with the NWO. Take a lose. Yeah, that was a shocker.
Yeah, I think that was, everybody's going to say that one.
Yeah, if you was a big Taker fan, yeah, that played a factor in it too, though. But number one, obviously, when the NWO beat up The Rock, put The Rock in the ambulance and crushed his ass, I was devastated, though. I wasn't crying, though, but I was just like, I don't know if I can finish watching this episode of Monday Night Raw. I don't know if I can get through this episode. Like, I don't know. Like, they crushed my man in the ambulance, though. Like, and then the other one, though, was like, that took place in 2003. Yeah, I was only 12 when JR got set on fire. Yes, by Kane. Yep. Oh boy. Ooh.
No, Shane when he got the
Shane
the battery the jump cables to his jump. Bro, you remember that? And he's literally
that was the same year. Yeah.
I would say the build that they did to Kane that year was phenomenal.
But that was the best.
You thought Kane was Mike Myers or something,
bro.
Like, when he put that mask off, I was terrified for 3 or 4 days.
Yes.
Until SmackDown came on, and then he just had that bald face. And I'm like,
yeah. From that point all the way up until he came back with the mask, even though it sort of wasn't the same no more, he just wasn't the same.
I think after he lost to Taker at WrestleMania, I think that's what killed the whole credibility. But it did opening the thing for the Phenom to come back and stuff like that. So it all plays a different part.
A couple of things I think killed it though. It was the song. It wasn't no more. It wasn't like it was really like it didn't match. It didn't match the vibes. And then obviously, he was more so like a babyface Kane, like happy go lucky. Like that didn't work. But 2003 Kane coming out with the towel, the black makeup on his man, like you laughing at me? You making fun of me? I remember he whooped the cameraman ass one time. Like the whole rivalry between Shane and Kane that year was crazy though, like amazing though. But that was the time. But John Cena though, man, like seeing little kids, getting their heart broke. Yeah.
But you think it now, this is a new era. So like obviously kids are knowing John Cena. They know who John Cena is. Everybody's talked about John Cena forever since he's been in it. But now kids obviously are behind Cody. Like kids are literally that is their guy. Cody is the main thing for them. And I mean, I said it. I've said it a couple of times. I said I wish Cody didn't come out full on the suit because honestly, I want him to feel with John Cena like Seth Rollins is with CM Punk. When Punk's name is even thought of, Seth Rollins just turns into from that the dancey polish thing, whatever, to just a psycho. Like he just literally has like a mental asylum type scenario when he goes with CM Punk. But it does make sense of what Cody is doing. Like when they did their roast thing, and he did say, "You are still my hero," and I feel like that might hurt the dynamic in the match because that could be a hesitation or something that can be involved into it, which will be a great storytelling thing. But
I don't think it's gonna play. It could play factor into the match though. But I think it was just speaking facts though. A lot of people, John Cena is still their hero. But what happened? It was shocking.
The question is, what guy did Cody say he wanted the schedule of? He wanted
John Cena.
Scale.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Yeah, but even from his point
And
and
doing
from
it.
even from his point and a fan's perspective, though, John Cena, if you grew up loving John Cena, he's still your hero. It did break your heart when he did, turn heel at Elimination Chamber, but I mean that's some real shit. Like John Cena's a
Chuck
lot.
E. Cheese was
It's
devastated.
Chuck E. Cheese was devastated. Everybody was devastated. Like and at heart, he's still your hero. But it's like the biggest hero of all of WWE just turned bad guy. Like, man, that's crazy though. But
That's like saying
man,
Batman sides with Joker. Like that doesn't happen. That
yeah,
doesn't happen. So like to see the and this is this thing that I did like what they've been doing with Cena. Cena is really just reversing of what he did in the past. Everybody's like, oh, we're getting this new gimmick. We're getting all these things. Like, we look too much into that podcast with Chris Van Vliet. I think he said all that just for you to get there, like, oh, they assume I'm just going to be in this new character mode just because I chose this. There's a reason why I'm this. Y'all don't respect me.
now
Y'all
I
think,
think,
oh, I got
yeah,
this. Oh, I got this. Oh, I told y'all I wanted to enjoy my run. I
yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to just
yeah,
give
but
my farewell.
but
Y'all want me to
normally,
get 17. Y'all
yeah,
feel like I have to do that. So now he's like, for me to do that, I have to be pissed off. I have to take
yeah,
this stand. So I mean, it's a cool reverse world that they are doing with this.
yeah. It is though. It is though. But I wanted to say, shit. What I was about to say. But in a way, John Cena, uh, man. Okay. Yeah. I just blinked out because I was just saying something. I had it on the tip of my tongue though, and so many thoughts just running through my head, and because you was like, he didn't he didn't want to turn heel. All right, we gonna it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back, but I feel like John Cena right now is doing perfect though. I think everybody. Oh, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was. Okay. When a superstar turns heel, more than likely the next time you see them, they're gonna come out in something different. Whether it's whether you're a baby face and you turn heel, and the next week you're coming out in a suit or whatever the case is, or you got a new shirt, new gear, new music. The Street Profits, they came back, did they thing. They got new music, sort of, but it been in the game for a minute. But John Cena, you just knew, like, okay, he turned heel. He got new music yet? And no, he didn't. Kept the same shit. So I mean, that's hellish too.
That's
Because I'm not
it
gonna give
because
you.
he's
I'm not
making
gonna
you
give
hate
you
him.
what
He's
you want.
making you
Yeah,
mad. Yeah.
yeah. I'm not gonna give you what you want. You want a new music. You want a new me coming down, not in jorts or these colorful ass shirts. No, I'm gonna still give you these colorful ass shirts and everything. So I mean, like,
Bro, what
I
if he would
dig
have
it.
gave the bald spot still? That would have been the
The who
funniest part, right?
of the
What if he
ball.
still had the bald spot? Like, and then even more of the bald spot. Like, he
Mm,
just give him like, oh, y'all want to rag on my head?
they,
Well, here you
yeah.
go.
Yeah. Basically, like, yeah, I'm 40 something years old. Yeah, I got a bald spot, but I can grow my hair back, and y'all can't though. So, yeah, take that. But the
I'll
the
be
biggest
past
thing,
7 or 19 or whatever number they're
I,
at.
I don't know about you though, but when John Cena was pulling that promo, I felt like I was watching a movie though, for real. Just the way he was coming, like, I am the greatest, and I'm gonna take. I was like, damn, John, like, goddamn, you got me into
Tell he
this mother.
felt it. You
You
can tell
got,
he was
yeah.
getting into it. That's what I loved about it because the one thing about John Cena, and I think with Cody and a couple other guys right now, when they're on the microphone, you can feel what they're saying. You can
Hmm.
feel that passion mind. Like they are doing this because they want to do it. They're not doing it because they're being told to do it. They're not doing it just based off of a writing standpoint. They're speaking from their heart. Like Jey Uso. Jey Uso has been so behind right now is because he's speaking from an heart perspective. Like we can all preserve and see that, like, damn, man, we saw the coming ups of Jey Uso. He came from a tag team. He came from these different things. Like we could feel for that. That's the same thing we got with John Cena. That's the same thing we got with Cody Rhodes. Like there's just a select few that you really get that moment to feel what they're saying with very little words. But with you seeing Cena do what he did, man, I mean, Cena gave Cody everything. Called him a nepo baby and everything else.
You
And
had to leave. I didn't, man.
you
Like,
had to leave.
oh
And
yeah,
then we're throwing the thing that I loved about it, and I always say that they never had to do it, but it made sense. Vince polished Cena. Vince made Cena.
yeah.
Well,
He
Cody
said that.
left. Cody left. He had help from Tony Khan, made AEW. And yes, it made sense. It didn't do a knock on either promotion. It made sense because if you think about it, there wouldn't be an AEW without Cody Rhodes. Simple as that. I mean, I don't know what else to tell anybody on that. It wouldn't have been an AEW without Cody Rhodes.
I
John
agree.
Cena, there wouldn't have been a WWE for so long if we didn't have John Cena. Like, let's be real. Like, when it came to that really bad time, you had to have John Cena on your screen because there wasn't nobody else you really were watching at that time. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I stopped watching it for a while until The Rock came back on Valentine's Day. Like,
On my foot.
it was crazy things. Like, if you think about it, like, there's two different things with this whole perspective. And I loved how Cody he went back and forth with him. Cena called him a fan, just talked about, his gimmick on his neck and stuff like that. But I did love the fact when Cody came back, and this is the thing that I loved about it. It was like a wrestling match. The heel steers the match, but the baby faces are going to hit those comebacks to give you that feeling like, let's go. Let's go. All right, I'm back. I'm back with you. We got a chance. We got this moment. That's how I felt with this promo. Cena was giving Cody everything. Like, I don't know what happened. For the first two, we got Cena just talking to the fans, and then we finally got him to talk about Cody and seeing what happened, and then just where Cody just get those one or two things and get it going. The Vince McMahon moniker, that was a big hot spot right there. The thing that I loved about this is both of them paused and let the fans react based off of words.
But you see how the fans turned on Cody Rhodes though
Yes, that's what I'm
midway
saying.
though.
But like, I loved how we could get the fans to go for the heel, go back to the babyface, go to the heel, go back to the babyface. It was like a back and forth thing. Like the fans were just like, I don't know who I'm going for. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on. Like,
And
I love this.
And I think because it
We don't
was
never
the
get
way,
that no more. We do
yeah,
not ever get a fan switch sides, and it's like one
because
side, and then it's back to another. Like it was
because
just
not
back and forth.
yeah, because not too many people that can carry a promo like John Cena or maybe like Cody Rhodes or whatever that can have you on the edge of your seat. Then when John came out there for them 2 weeks, they booed the shit out John. Oh boo, oh yeah. And they cheered the hell out Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, yeah, Cody Rhodes. But as soon as John started talking facts, then that's when the crowd started switching and was like, hold up, wait a minute. He's having me believe in this promo, even the way he's pulling it. So, I like the whole back and forth, though, but I wanted the Cody Rhodes they were in London. I know how the crowds are, but I want Cody Rhodes to be the strong baby face and
Like
John Cena.
Yeah,
He is. Yeah, and then he hit the crossroads at the end of the
What
that left him.
made it good.
Yeah.
That damn suit, though, my God, that damn suit. It's got more gold than probably on that title.
Yeah, awesome stuff.
I just thought it was really cool. And then obviously, if that is Cena's last appearance until Mania,
I don't think
we're
so.
locked in.
You remember
what I'm saying is,
you remember last year?
If that is the case,
Yeah.
I'm locked in. I'm excited.
I mean,
I'm
I'm
ready
locked.
for it to go.
I'm locked in just because they said John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Now this is just icing on the cake.
Now-
But you remember last year though, real fast, when they said The Rock was going to be at that last
Rock
Monday
just
Night
popped
Raw
out of
in
nowhere.
Brooklyn, and he showed up the week prior in Chicago, and him and Cody Rhodes had that ordeal.
Well, they're about to be
I
back in
think
States,
John
so
Cena
I'm
is
pretty
going to
sure
do
that's
that.
gonna be a thing. Yep.
I think John is going to do that because ain't no way you just going to hit me with the crossroads and just hold the title up into WrestleMania.
I
Nah,
think we're gonna
Holmes.
get like what Rock did to Cody.
Yeah, that's what I
Get
think.
a dynamic.
Yes,
But
yes,
I do
yes.
think Cena is gonna get a help.
Of course,
I
by The Rock.
think
Yeah,
I think Rock is
Yes.
gonna have that moment, and I
And-
think that's
and-
when we're
and
really
Travis
gonna
Scott
get
gonna
that
be right there.
sadistic one.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm telling you,
But-
people don't
here's
understand
the
that Travis Scott
Here's the
don't.
switch. Here's the switch, though, Bray. I think this is how we're gonna get the build with Roman and Rock. I feel like Roman's gonna get a part of this, but he's gonna help Cody. I feel like that's going to be something with this.
I
It
can
could be
see
a
that
whole different
happening.
dynamic. Now, I feel like a heel CM Punk or something's going to happen. I still think Paul Heyman's probably going to switch on Punk and Roman just because
All right,
it's
let's
too
get into that.
obvious.
Let's get into that one too,
And
because
I
boy,
think it's pretty obvious on that. But let's go into that match now. I wanted to talk about the Jey Uso and Gunther,
yeah, I
which
wanted to
they
talk
did
about that too.
phenomenal.
Yes, yeah,
But
yeah. Even what happened on NXT this past Tuesday. But yeah, like
let's go and talk about Jey Uso and
okay,
Gunther real
okay.
quick, just because they did do a very great deliverance to get this match where they're
Very.
going to be doing. I thought they've been doing good already, but
Uh-huh.
obviously how wrestling fans were feeling and stuff like that. We just said there's some matches that needed to be built that didn't need confrontation, didn't need action, whatever. Well, there's one match that needed it. We
Mhm.
all have been wanting something out of this one, and I'm sorry to say it right now. Based on what we saw on Monday Night Raw, I could be okay with Jey Uso and Gunther main eventing night one because of what happened on Monday. And Gunther is an animal now.
But
Like
but
this was an animal.
yeah, I
Go ahead.
would be all right for that to be the main event. But then they already said on
They
SmackDown that
watered down
CM
the
Punk,
Rumble though with that. They watered the Rumble down with this one, in my
which
opinion.
with Jey Uso winning it.
I think they were expecting. Well, obviously, bro, like the merch hasn't died out. Jey Uso's still getting the yeets. The fans are all
Yeah,
about him back and forth. So it's like, there's nothing that I feel like is dying down with him other than
this
social
was
media.
this was the perfect thing they could have did with the whole Jey Uso and Gunther thing on Monday Night Raw. Throughout
If
all
Jey
the
Uso
rivalries,
wasn't going to win, I feel like that this would have been it for the main event moniker, in my opinion.
yeah,
Like, there's nothing else you could really have done with this if he didn't
yeah,
win.
yeah.
So
Throughout all the stories they telling going into WrestleMania, I feel like this one needed
it
something
needed
really
it.
huge because it was the first match announced. So you had so much time to build up, and you telling me each and every week they have a match. Oh, Gunther comes out, attack him. Gunther have a match. It was just back and forth, back and forth. So no really in-depth story until Jimmy Uso showed up as his tag team partner and slapped the shit out Gunther. And Gunther said, "This week, okay, you gonna get your receipt, boy." And gave him his receipt and whooped the shit out his ass and made Jey Uso watch.
Uh,
Dog, that
Jimmy
right there.
Jimmy bleeding, and this is just why I tell you, man, make it make sense and do it at the right time. Jimmy bleeding just created this match huge, just based off of
And
that
and
approach.
and we always said we want that old Jey Uso back, right? And I felt like we saw a little bit of that old Jey Uso when he was
Right
standing
hand
there
man.
watching. Yeah, when he was just like, like man, he was like, "Oh, I'm good." Hey yo, like I felt
I'm
that,
going
and
to hurt you. Like
yeah, yeah,
I loved what they did with this. I
yeah,
absolutely loved it because like everyone's been saying, like, oh, Jay was and I loved what Triple H is doing, bro. Like he's really listening to social media. Like and it's a downfall too at the same time because they did tell the story where obviously the botch with Austin Theory, which it looked like a crossbody, but it was supposed to have been a spear. I think Theory jumped up too high or whatever. They just didn't get the connection, whatever. But they did tell the story with that where Jey Uso stumbled on the spear when he did the match with A-Town Down Under as well. So it was like they told this story like, oh, man, Jey Uso is getting very sidetracked. Like he's starting to believe everybody that he might not be able to do this against Gunther. Because like I said before, who was the biggest roadblock for Jey Uso in every big title match? Gunther.
Gunther.
Gunther was always that roadblock for Jey Uso. Jey Uso would win match after match after match, but when he faced Gunther, he would always lose. He has never beaten Gunther at what they've been showing right now, and I feel like this has been the perfect thing what they've been doing with him right now, and what they just did with Jimmy. Jimmy deserves something in the end of this payroll. Like I really want to see something with Jimmy because I've said it numerous times because everybody was like, "Oh, Joe Hendry's gonna be Jey Uso's partner," and da 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 da. And obviously, there wasn't the best reaction when Jimmy just popped up with Jay,
Yeah,
but it was like dude, you got one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Like, who else would he really choose if you really think about it? So,
Yeah.
obviously, do you want Sami Zayn for the 9,000th time? Like, really, what women would you want?
Yeah, I don't want Sami Zayn he could stay out a little bit and just recover and get his stuff back together. I mean, he
Heel
cool,
Sami,
but
heel.
I wasn't
Heel.
expecting it to be Jimmy neither because I'm like I want Jimmy to be
It
on his
made
own
no
thing.
sense.
It made no sense. I want Jimmy to be Big Jim, go out to the United States, do your own thing. Don't do don't do none of that. Just create your own path though. When Jeff was doing his own thing, Matt Hardy was the version 1. When Edge was doing his thing, Christian was doing his own thing, whether he was a whiny Christian or whatever. It was separate from what the opposite was doing when they were in the tag team. So it's like, yeah, Jimmy, but hey, I knew the receipt was coming when he slapped him, and Jimmy barely got anything going in that match, and he powerbombed, kept doing everything, hit him with the belt, all that. So yeah, the matchup was gonna be dope, and I believe that matchup, how he took on Jimmy, is gonna be the same way they had the matchup at WrestleMania. He gonna beat up Jay and just beat him, and it's gonna be near fall after near fall, and when Jay obviously come back and win, but hey.
How big do you think that's going to be when Jey Uso gets that 1, 2, 3?
I mean, it's gonna be big though. I mean,
I think it's like a Kofi moment, or do you think it's like we already saw it?
I mean, I heard a lot of people talk about the Kofi jump. The Kofi jump was dope, but I look at it more so. Now, I could use Kofi as an example too, but I look at it more so like a Jeff Hardy in a way was like.
I still say Jey Uso is the Daniel Bryan of this.
Yeah, I heard that one. Yeah, you said that one too, though. But if he was a tag team partner, he just
stuff like that. So, like, I mean,
yeah. I see that though. But at heart, he was a tag team guy. His name is Jey Uso, and then you do have Jimmy Uso. They are brothers. They are twins. They are legendary tag team in WWE, and they've been tag team for a long time. And then, in 2020, Jay started to do his own thing. So as being you only been on your own for about 4.5 years. So now him winning a big singles goal as the World Heavyweight Championship, that's huge, bro. Like Daniel Bryan was cool. Yeah, the fans got behind him organically, and they got behind Jay organically too. But it was more so Daniel Bryan didn't have a song. He didn't have that vibe coming out, but he just had what he had, and that was cool. But I still look at it more so like a Jeff Hardy who won his first singles gold, because we all remember Jeff Hardy as the Hardy Boys, as Matt and Jeff Hardy. So,
yep, I like that. All right, man. So let's finish it off. We're gonna talk about Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. Floor is yours. Give me your opinion.
Paul Heyman is definitely turning on Roman Reigns, man.
I loved when he said, "Hey, the main event's not the favorite," and Paul just like, "Gosh, dang it!" Like
even before then, when he said, Roman said, "Acknowledge me," and he went to go acknowledge him. And when he went to go acknowledge him, you could see Paul Heyman's face in the background, like, don't do that. Even like the week prior.
Yeah, don't give it to him.
Yeah, even the week prior when he was like, I thank you, Paul Heyman, for bringing me here. He said something, and Paul Heyman looked like, oh, not right now, though. Yeah. So I think we all think Paul is going to turn on Seth. Roman, and may join himself with Punk. But what if he did that with Seth Rollins, though?
Bro, that's what I keep saying. Everybody keeps telling me, like, that doesn't make sense. I said, how does that not make sense? Rollins needs something new. He really does. And I think this right here would put him in absolute savage mode.
It would send Seth Rollins to the moon.
This will help Roman because I'm going to be honest. Roman's not a damn babyface.
No, he's a heel. He's a heel.
It doesn't work. We're seeing this little thing where he's trying to play the heel and the babyface. It doesn't work. Like him being full-blown heel is what works. But putting Seth Rollins, what got Roman over when he was
Yes. You tell me you steal a wise man from Roman and give it to Seth?
And you mess up with Punk? Come on. Come on.
Dog.
There it is. There it is.
I'm sorry, man. That's he loves Seth,
Check.
but dog, you put
There it
Paul
is.
with Seth. That's crazy. I see it now. I can see that happening.
Flip it
I can see
completely,
that.
bro. Like in the way that Paul is expressing himself, we don't like Seth Rollins. We don't like it. It's making you think like this will never happen because
And
obviously the writing on the wall is, oh, we're gonna see him side with Punk. Why
Yes.
side with Punk when you could go with Seth? Like that's the reason why Seth should be in the match.
Hey, it would screw both of them. It would make Roman and Punk mad that Paul sided with Rollins, and Rollins would pick up the victory at WrestleMania. That's what I think, though. I definitely like that idea. But yeah, the whole story of them telling even Punk, even not Punk, but Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman announced that CM Punk he's gonna be main event his first WrestleMania, and Seth Rollins was like, no, like he's not on my watch.
I love this thing. I love that he's being so psychotic. If Punk's name is mentioned, he's pissed.
Roman is in the blind side. He don't know what's going on right now between CM Punk and Paul Heyman. Now Seth Rollins, on the other hand, he would do anything. He would do anything to win.
Yep. Even a story like this. Remember how we were just praising Daniel Bryan? What happened when Daniel Bryan beat John Cena for the title? Randy Orton switched, side with Triple H, being a big heel, and that got him a whole dynamic. Well, guess what? That's what we're getting right now because we're thinking, oh, this side it's one-sided. Roman Reigns is feeling like I'm dominating everything. I'm earned everything back. I've got my family back. I've got the bloodline back. I got my wise man back. All I need is my title. I'm going to get that after I finish business with Seth. We see this as he's only got Punk in there to be a distraction for Seth Rollins. There's the story right there. But who's the biggest roadblock that Roman has? It's Seth.
Oh, yeah. Seth Rollins,
Seth is his biggest roadblock. Like how we're talking about how Seth is reacted every time that Punk's name is mentioned. Roman don't like Seth. Period. We know that. So, like,
Roman don't like Seth, and Seth don't like Punk.
What was the best strategy for Roman? Because Roman, the one thing that Roman was known for in every match, he always had one-sided up on every opponent. Every opponent, he always had a one-up on everybody. So he's thinking, I put CM Punk in this, which I'm giving him a main event. That's all he's ever wanted was the main event. Okay, that's enough. I will side with Paul Heyman. Give him that, whatever. The goal is to beat Seth Rollins. End of story. That's to beat Seth Rollins. But with Seth taking the big, valuable thing of Roman Reigns, that's like putting kryptonite on Superman. It just kills him. It just kills him. And that just makes you go, oh, my God. That just happened. I want to know what's going to happen for him to come back in this dynamic. That can polish Roman into being a big baby face again. So, I mean, there's a lot of ways that they can go with this. I still see CM Punk as a heel. I don't like Punk, whatever, but I will respect of what he's been doing so far. This man, at the age that he has done, the dynamic of storytelling that he's been bringing into the matches and stuff like that, I can't agree. I can't disagree. Like this, he's really has earned his main event. Like this dude has really, he's done way more than in the old Punk that we would even see now. So like, I gotta give it to him on that.
Yeah, if Roman is a heel at heart too, and then if you flip Seth as a heel and align himself with Paul, you keep CM Punk as a babyface, because I feel like besides maybe Jey Uso, he'll be the only babyface that the big babyface men's on Raw. So and I would say Punk, and then just have Roman and Seth sort of like heels in a way, but Roman is always, I feel like at this point, is going to be an in-betweener. He's like an in-betweener in a way, because you love Roman, but you hated what he was, but you love that what he is now in a way. So it's like,
I say the thing about Roman is Roman can't be there every week.
Yeah,
if he's there every week, it dies. Punk, Rollins, Cody, everyone that could go there every week and they still draw, is still going to make a meeting, is still going to do stuff like that. But with Roman, Roman has to be in every other thing. So after Seth turns on Roman, maybe we can get a full year where Roman Reigns is going to be there, just wrecking havoc and saying, why, Paul? Why? Like, give you that whole story. Like, in reality, if Rollins gets Paul Heyman, we know where Roman Reigns and Rollins program is going to be way over WrestleMania. It's going to be going into some SummerSlam or something like that. So it's like you got these different dynamics of what's going to happen with the story build. But when you look at Punk, what's next for Punk? Like,
I know what next was Punk. He's about to be working. Well, it depends on how it goes though, because I noticed that
if Punk
when they do like
Jay, Punk's going.
That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know. But look, after what happened on Monday night, it can go both ways. Jay can lose. He can lose at WrestleMania. And Gunther could stand tall. But Jay can still get a rematch. I mean, hey, I don't know. I know that'll piss a lot of people off if Jay probably lost, right? But it'll still piss people off if you won either. So hey, it's like you're damn if you do, damn if you don't though. But yeah, man, I think
it's gonna be one.
It's gonna be one though. I think CM Punk could stay as a baby face and let he's gonna probably go against Gunther. And that's what I'm thinking, or whoever is in the World Heavyweight Championship picture, because I remember going to a house show, and it was a triple threat match between Gunther, who was Gunther working with? I think it was Sami Zayn and Chad Gable. And when Chad Gable was in that match, I was like, yo, Chad Gable? So that eventually played out on television in the coming weeks because he was, getting involved in the Intercontinental picture. So if they doing the whole Punk and Gunther thing over at the house shows, while they was on the international show, I'm pretty sure they gearing up for something, between Gunther and Punk, maybe, either for the title or not.
I mean, what they're doing with Gable, I mean, obviously.
Stop it! That's you, man.
Look, I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm putting on a lot of suntan, okay, guys. I'm putting on the tanning spray as much as possible. That's why I kind of been washing off. I'm not gonna let it all go out, but I gotta say it, Mama. I made it.
You made it, man.
But
that's what's up.
I know that we just talked about 2 or 3 matches at the most, as just because this is going to be a short commission episode. But Dre, man, the floor is yours, man. Anything you want to finish up on? This is obviously a great time.
Yeah, obviously, man. Always, man. Definitely, I want to shout out, man. I thought it was real soon that it happened, though, real fast, though. Ricky Starks, he won the NXT North American Championship from Sean Spears, and I was like, yo, already. I was like, let Sean Spears cook a little bit, because the promos he was having for the last 2 weeks, I feel like was pretty interesting.
I would say put that on a stand and deliver match.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have the rematch and stand and deliver. I thought it was amazing though. The whole Tony fumble at the end of the show, that was dope as well. Yeah, Ricky Saints. Did I say Ricky Starks? Yeah, Ricky. He go by Ricky Saints now though, but you guys know what I'm talking about, Ricky Starks. So the show was amazing, man. I'm even loving the whole Jada Parker and Jordan Grace thing. And then I did not understand. They did this with Keith Lee. Keith Lee was the NXT Championship, and then he held the NXT North American Championship. Then they had Keith Lee to drop it after just winning it. They did the same thing with Stephanie Valkyria. Why couldn't she have another match?
I did see something like that. I saw a lot of people were losing their mind.
In my opinion, they could have flipped it. Had Stephanie Valkyria take on Jada Parker for the North American title. Had her lose the title to Jada Parker. That way, Jada and Jordan would be going on one-on-one for the title, and she would still have the NXT North, the championship.
I can tell you why. They wanted to make Stephanie look strong. Like, they didn't want to lose the title, because obviously I don't think Stephanie Valkyria has lost a match yet, has she?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, then that might be it. But I agree with you totally. I hate the vacant title standpoint. If they're gonna do that, just keep it with 2 titles. Simple as that. If you're gonna have them win both titles, run with it. Like, Stephanie can do it. I mean, she wrestled 2 matches that night. Like, she deserves to hold that title. She won. At least make it a screw job. If she's gonna lose, make it like where she can still get that credibility. But I mean, it is what it is. But Stephanie Vercure, when she gets to that main roster, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be. I'm gonna say it right now. That girl is money. Jada Parker, money. Jordan Grace, money. Like women's wrestling right now for WWE right now, just itself, it's in a great future coming up. In a great future.
One last thing though, I remember you saying it maybe a couple of months ago about Kaylani. We was going back and forth about Kaylani Jordan. And ever since Kaylani Jordan character sort of had a switch, we talk about how certain people are better as heels and baby faces. Kaylani Jordan is definitely better as a heel. You know, I like the way she come out there.
Same thing with Roxanne Perez. Everyone thought she was too good.
Yes.
Everybody thought she was too goody good and stuff like that. But with seeing what she's doing now, even though for her, and it makes sense, and that's what some don't realize, man. When the short women go and turn into a heel, it's an easier dynamic, and it makes more sense to be like, oh, they can get that person down quicker because obviously they're a bad guy. Like when you're a baby face as a short person, you got to do everything by the book. So you got to take the beatings and take that little and try to go from length. Nah, man, go like Liv Morgan. I'm going to kick you in the knee. I'm going to drop you down. I'm going to flip you around. I'm going to uppercut you. I'm going to do these little things that break you down. Like Roxanne Perez, as a baby face, it wouldn't have worked. But as a heel right now, there it is.
Yeah, I agree with Christy. You know, yes, definitely, she's going to be definitely a huge star. But Roxanne Perez is going to be a big star. Now, Stephanie, I think the only thing
on the Elimination Chamber, they are polishing this woman for future.
Yeah, the only thing with Stephanie, I feel like the only thing that can hold her back is only the language barrier. That will be the only thing. But she is perfect. Like, come on, like every time she do that move, the Booker T, baby, don't do it like that.
Bro, did you see the TikTok where they were making fun of talking about Booker T goes home and his wife makes him sleep on the couch for basically.
Oh nah, I ain't see that one though.
Shucky Ducky,
Shucky Ducky, quack quack.
She's over there pointing at the couch, going, "There's your bed."
Yeah, Roxanne could be the face of WWE. I agree. She can have a wonderful matches with definitely a lot of people. So, yeah, that's gonna be awesome, man.
Yeah, man. Dre, like I said, bro, you got Beyond 11:30 tomorrow. I got Mr. and Mrs. Marlowe show coming up Sunday. We might do a Buzzing With Gaming show coming up this weekend. I'm not totally sure. My son might do one for himself. So if you haven't, go check out Matthew's World on YouTube. He's very happy about that. Obviously, we are in Autism Awareness Month, so this is going to be a big month for us. We got Wrestlemania coming up. I know a lot of people have been asking. We're going to do another Wrestlemania raffle. We're going to have some fun with that. We're going to do just like the rules like we did last time, man. Whoever has the most predictions for WrestleMania, win and loss for night 1 and night 2. Let me rephrase that again. Everyone thought, oh, I won because of night 1's prediction. No, you have to have night 1 and night 2 more than anybody on the thing. We had over 47 people that did it last time. I'm expected to have a lot more this one. The object is going to be, obviously, we're going to do a free. It's either going to be a free Commission Talks merch or it's going to be a free Buzzing With Marlowe merch or something like that of their choice. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. We got WrestleMania. We got wrestling. We got all kinds of crazy things coming up. Obviously, on Buzzing With Marlowe, like I said, guys, we're going to have maybe 1 or 2 episodes a week. It's going to just be Commission Talks and probably the Mr. and Mrs. Marlowe show for a little bit, just because we're going to keep it just active. I think that's the best way to put it. But Dre, man, anything you got to finish up on, bro?
Hey, man, it's been dope as always, man. WTW, shout out to Brian B, shout out to Warren Marlowe, Buzzing With Marlowe, all the guys,
Make sure y'all check Straight Through the Ropes later on today.
Definitely. Yeah, Beyond 11:30, episode 8, man. We back at it tomorrow night, having some more fun conversations, of course. The watch-alongs, man, we back to regularly scheduled programming because watching it during the day has been real interesting, though. But, yeah, we back to 8 o'clock with Friday Night SmackDown and Monday Night Raw.
And it's like still middle of the day. How do you feel?
It's like, man, on Mondays and Fridays, man, after wrestling go off and it come on at 3 or 4, I got to figure out what day it is after that. I'm like, dog, like, it's 10:30. Ain't wrestling on or something though? Like, yeah, it's hard to adjust in a way though. But yeah, man, it's been cool though. The podcast show, with more interviews will definitely be back soon though. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody.
All right, man. Mine itself. I'm Warren Marlowe. That's Dre On Wheels. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Commission Talks. Make sure y'all like, share, most importantly, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We greatly appreciate it, guys. It really does help us. It really grows and does all kinds of wonders things. As you can tell, that notification bell will give you a heads up when we go live. There will be many options of when we will have another content up. And of course, guys, you can go in our archives and watch a lot of past episodes. You can watch a lot of members that have been a part of Commission Talk. It's been a build for a moment, but man, it's always great. We're always going to keep it. More importantly, guys, watch what you love. Don't get judged by your wrestling and stick to what you like. If WWE is your pleasure, you go with it. If AEW is your pleasure, good luck with it. No, I'm just playing. Enjoy what you like, guys. This has been another episode, and I will see you next week. And we will be on Dre's podcast next week. So, guys, this has been another episode of Commission Talks. The bell has rung. 1, 2, 3. We'll see you
Ring the bell.
Bing, bing, bing.